Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far, and welcome to today's stream where we're playing Stellaris as our community PvE game, Alliance Amongst the Stars. And everyone is welcome to come join in the fun. You can find all the details over at discord.gg/Imaflanker. So without further ado, let's grab all our players in. We're a little bit late starting because people are a little bit late connecting. Let's get going. We have Cookie, Stupid, Ryan, Russ, Corbin, Hobo, and Sir Daft of Panzeria.
The Grand Overlord of the Schmeebleton Empire.
Is Cookie joining?
However, all of the management of the Smeeple Empire was not down to Daft at all. It was a few rogue managers that got involved, and war crimes were frowned upon, and the managers have been put in different positions.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Right. Is Cookie on his way in?
We're starting without him if he's not.
Okay.
He's in.
So war crimes not a checklist for you to do then?
I mean, how do you define war crimes, really? I mean, if you were, say, for example, right now I'm fighting fanatical purifiers who would, they're trying to exterminate everyone else in the galaxy. So, really, it's quite heroic.
He's responsible galaxy management, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you're heroically saving the galaxy using these tactics.
Yeah.
So it seems you guys started
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we have.
So my side is still set. I was the hops joining and trying to connect.
Nope. If you want to try again, though, I can pause it and let you try.
I'll try again, and that's weird. It's dead on slash thing, waiting for host to accept.
Sometimes it just kind of times out, and it makes it look like you're connecting. But
That's why I post the list every time in Discord when we're doing the due time for hot joins about to start, so people can actually see whether they're in the list or not. Because if you've put the password in wrong, you don't show up in the list, but it will say you're hot joining still.
yeah, nice.
And I am working on that at the moment, Russ. There you go. Hot joining now.
Hey. So you might not have heard me earlier, Cookie, but if you're a vassal, you can do some pretty nifty things to get some bonuses. And also you can swear secret fealty to me or something, and then I can declare war on your behalf.
So basically, I lost the war, it seems.
Well, you're going to lose the war.
Because it should not lose, because the station that I have up with the army on top of it should hold.
We were going to fund Cookie's war effort. I remember me and Corbin. We can send.
Oh yeah.
I was going to give you like 120 ally as soon as I remember which empire is yours, at least.
The Shadow Empire.
Thank you.
Also, Corbin, I'm wondering how you feel about the Eon states to your south. I might be clashing with them because they made a protectorate out of the Babakian corporate holdings, which are my neighbours to sort of my northeast, and they've done some sneaky expansion and grabbed a bunch of systems, which I'm not too happy about. But I can't declare war on them if I declare war on the Eon states, so I might get into a big war later on.
As soon as I'm able to check what they're like, I might be able to do a war vassalization on them. Because I've mostly left them alone, at least up to this point, because I've been using them for 2.1 as a bloody shore gap between me and the bloody Determinate Exterminator right below them. Since I've got another one right above me as well, so it's very much a leave them alone, and I don't have to split myself between two things.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
I figured out my plan for today. I figured out what I'm going to do today. It's going to be build up alloy production and build a big fleet so I can bastardize the hive mind above me. The Valakith unity.
Okay, we're back underway.
Hey.
Welcome to Starpit, by the way. Where did you choose
Hello
to
there.
place yourself?
I am the Commonwealth of Man.
Excellent.
I'm right at the bottom of the galaxy.
There you are.
The AI made a right mess, so I guess my goal is fixing everything.
Wheels are next to halflings, which have a bit of a history of just going into other people's territory. And
Only when the halflings have no territory left.
I just realized I have 5 level 10s on my council.
Yes, you min-max the game infinitely.
40?
You got it.
No, I have min-maxed explicitly leaders and nothing else. I'm actually
is explicit
not.
min-maxing allowed on a PG-13 stream? I'm just checking. If you'd like some explicit min-maxing, check out OnlyFlanks.
But yeah, it takes 42 months to launch an agenda.
I have no clue why my game is lagging suddenly.
Close.
And literally anything else that's not the game in Discord.
Yeah, that's what works last time.
That's what I have. I only have currently Discord open and the game. Let me see. What's my PC doing?
I'm going to pause while you check that, if everyone can stop doing things just for a moment, because otherwise you will just desync.
Yeah, I see what's happening. NVIDIA just decided to update.
Oh.
Couldn't it have told me earlier before I joined?
No. Because you, apparently.
I figured out some of the problems I was having, Flanker. The NVIDIA GPU isn't very good. It's only the games that use that GPU that lag. But if I turn down the frame rate to like 60 or 30 FPS, it ends up being fine.
You had uncapped frame rates on your...
No, I had VSync frame rates.
Right.
Which I thought... I always thought that VSync was vertical syncing, so it would sync the horizontal and vertical dimensions to the computer monitor.
Right. That's not what that is. But that
Yep.
makes sense. Like, honestly, if you were guessing at it, that is a totally reasonable guess, bud.
Yeah, because there was a game where that I had where that option did that. I think it was like vertical sync. That is what it was called, not VSync, but still. So, Cookie, are you able to stop the?
Do we just lose someone out of Discord?
Cookie.
That's a good start.
Oh, so we did. That's worrying.
Everything's fine, I'm sure.
Average
Okay, I'm
Paradox game.
Yeah, to be fair, I think Stellaris is the one that...
The problem is it's a Paradox game, and Flanker's the one running it.
Hey! Look, I resemble that remark, sir.
It seems that Cookie has left the game.
Yeah, I saw.
Who ate the cookie?
Well, I think what we're likely to see is a Cookie appear back in Discord. I'm sitting watching Discord's waiting room at the moment. And then restart the game. Because I have a feeling it was actually updating his drivers rather than downloading his drivers, in which case he's just going to have crashed out anything running it.
He had to have pressed that button. They don't do that automatically.
That depends. You can tell it to auto update if you... I
So,
think
Franco,
GeForce Experience lets you auto update, where it will background update, but it'll be really dumb of that to auto update while running a game.
I know it's got auto download. I didn't think it had auto install.
Sometimes it'll do without you even asking. Like Windows 10 and 11 can update and force it to completely shut down.
Yeah, I was watching someone who in the middle of a major live stream had their computer force them to update.
Well, you can force GeForce Experience to do nothing by logging out.
Yes.
It can't do anything if you're not logged in.
Yep.
But yeah, as I was saying, Franco, I got the ground loop isolator.
Okay.
It doesn't work for audio input. As in, it doesn't let audio input into the computer.
Right, but does it work for you being able to hear it when you're wearing headphones?
Yes.
Yeah. I honestly think you have terrible power cables, sir. Like,
I do.
Yeah. Because there's I think, like, that's not oh my god, you buy cheap things. It's really not. One of our Asus laptops, we use Asus ROG X16s for work laptops. And one of the power cords it came shipped with, we found was actually causing the case to become mildly charged, which caused some interesting issues.
Yeah,
so it wasn't explosive, was it?
No, it was. What would happen is, like, it has a texture top on it, and if you touched it, you feel a bit funny. Like, not like it didn't shock you. You touch the top of it, you're like, is that just putting my teeth on edge? You know, some textures, some people make you go, oh. No. When used with another power lead, didn't do it. So it's like, that's $70 worth of power lead that we'll be replacing then.
So I have a similar problem, not like charges the case, but I have a similar problem to that with the connection on the laptop side.
Yeah,
the power. It's just awful.
It is worth, well, if it's on the laptop itself, it's a board repair, which, depending on your laptop, is, unfortunately, unless you have a electronics repair store near you that actually does board repairs, is not most manufacturers don't make it an economical repair if it's outside of warranty, which sucks. But that tends to be because you've left a power cable plugged into it and then lift your laptop up. And it puts a lot of strain on the port where I don't mean like gently lift it up and gently put it down. I mean like pull it and rip the cord out.
Oh, I don't do that. Well, I haven't done that in a very long time.
In a very long time is the key part of that.
I might have done that once.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cookie's booting back up now. He sent a message in chat just so you know we're not just sitting here waiting.
Wait. Thank you. We're not sitting here waiting. We're sitting here giving Ryan some tech advice.
I might have to do another PC building and help desk stream or something. See if I can get Mark to buy into doing it with me.
is there a ground loop isolator that will allow for audio in and out?
I honestly don't know, like, without having to look at it, because I've never had to use one before, outside of a slightly dodgy setup to use headphones with it, because I have always tended to use USB mics versus 3.5mm jack mics. So I will try and have a look at it for you.
Unfortunately, all of my USB ports are taken, which means I would need a USB splitter.
Which can come with their own challenges as well, because depending on whether it's a powered hub or not, and depending on how many ports your laptop has compared to how many PCIe lanes that it has allocated to USB, can cause some interesting problems depending on the type of things you have plugged in.
what I could split what I would split would be the mouse USB and the what is this? The Wii U to the Wii U to GameCube adapter.
That would probably be a-okay because neither of those things are particularly high bandwidth.
The normal, the main cable for them will be fine. The rumble cable for the GameCube does take power, but you don't actually need that one.
Rumble. I never use Rumble. I hate Rumble. It makes my hands feel weird.
Yeah. So other than that bit, it's fine.
Yeah, I have unfortunately become an expert on the challenges of PCIe lanes and USB over time, which is partly of my own making because I have 5 Stream Decks on my desk connected to this PC, and audio interfaces, and external drives, and.
My server has the funniest motherboard.
Oh yeah.
The BIOS is so corrupted that it sometimes displays half of it in Chinese. None of the USB ports work. The Ethernet doesn't work. But PCIe works perfectly, so an add-in USB is fine.
See, I did the whole thing of adding in a PCIe card, but this is the thing. I think I'm going to end up moving to Threadripper at some point because it's not as good for gaming, but I work a lot on this PC as well. And the number of PCIe lanes is where everything was connected via SATA before, like historically for drives. That's never really a problem. Lots of boards have 6 or 8 SATA drives. As soon as you started adding NVMe in, and where they were NVMe by 2 or by 4, like the motherboard I've got in this PC, I think can take 5 M.2 drives, except it can't because if you put 5 in, your USB will start to have problems. Any add-in cards will stop working, and the networking might have an issue, and.
Okay, stupid Amazon thing real quick.
Mm-hmm.
First result for cheap USB mic, $150.
Right, I can recommend
Thank
the
you.
Blue Snowball.
With conditions.
Yeah, it's not the best, but it should work.
It works. The only problem with Blue Snowball is it will pick up literally everything else around you. I have. So if you're in a room on your own and you have some decent soundproofing and not sat in front of a hard wall, or you can soften it, put some pads up on the wall. The Blue Snowball is great. The Blue Snowball sound when it picks up is great, but it will pick up everything, and you can mitigate some of that with things like NVIDIA Broadcast or Blue's software, Logi something now.
Logitech.
Yeah, it's Logitech something. I've got it installed somewhere. I'll look it up. Where it has some sound suppression, but if your graphics card is already struggling to run games, you do not want to add a layer of something that will be requiring processing to take stuff out. So on newer graphics cards, it barely lifts anything on a desktop card because it will use a different part of the graphics card in super simplified terms. But for older graphics cards, it's just using the main thing itself, so it can tank your frames.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't recommend it for professional use, but given that what they aren't using a USB mic of any kind, I assume that's not a very good mic that's being used.
Yeah, either that or just look at getting a new USB headset. I mean, the Blue Snowball, it's a solid mic. I have barely used mine because of the amount of background noise it picks up. So things like you have to think about is if you're attaching it to your desk, you'll hear with the keyboard. You'll hear everything in front of it. It will pick up everything, which is a choice. But like a Corsair Void Pro headset, which is regularly you can pick up refurbed for about the same price as a Blue mic, will give you a wireless headset with a mic that sounds pretty good. The only thing is with those, they have built-in batteries, so 3 year. You can use it while it's plugged into USB directly. And there's a cable version too. But yeah, it's not a bad mic. It's just a bad mic in lots of different circumstances. that if you want to pick up lots of stuff in the background, or you want ambient noise, like genuinely, blue are great for that. The blue snowball specifically is great for that. But if you are in an area that others are in, or you have a clicky keyboard, there is literally nothing worse than hearing.
Or I make sounds with my mouth sometimes.
Yeah. It will pick all of that up. Unless you're positioning on like a arm, and then it will still pick a lot of it up, but it will pick up less of the desk noise because you just move it closer to you and turn the sensitivity down.
But like it sounds like that I need some buttons.
Yeah, that will be very annoying on a wide condenser mic for others.
But like that's the sound of me moving my fan, which
knowledge is the key to the universe.
On in the summer.
And a blue mic will almost a blue snowball will absolutely pick up fan noise.
There is push to talk, of course. Solves many of those problems.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, then you only hear the fan and the noise when you're pushing to talk, but at least it is significantly better. But people fail to use push to talk all the time.
And if I can use a ground noise isolator, ground loop isolator on a mic, then I could.
I'm fairly sure that will cost way more than actually getting a different microphone.
If it works, you've already got a 2-pack of those ground loop isolators, right?
Yes.
The only thing I would try is, because have you got a headset that has 2 poles, or is it 1 pole? Is it one thing you plug in or 2 things you plug in?
One thing I plug in.
No, you are SOL then.
Really?
Yeah.
They make those headsets dead cheap for console. They're not good.
This is not a console headset.
If it's made with a single pole, that's what it was for, console or phone.
PC headset.
It only has 1 aux cable.
Yeah, using a unified cable for both was popularized because consoles moved to it.
The only thing I can think of is using a splitter to split it out and then put it through 2 ground loop isolators and then putting a splitter back on the other side. And splitters are cheap, but it's also a massive pain in the ass. You're Pip's right that, like, although none of those things are expensive, those are like $5 and $10 a piece. By the time you add 4 of them, that's a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't know what microphones are like where you are, but I can regularly find a snowball for like 15 quid.
Yeah, I suppose if you have an old, like a second-hand snowball. The MSRP in Europe for the current blue snowball is £44. It's regularly on sale. I can check for Amazon. What's the last 6 months look like?
Me and Ryan are filthy Americans.
Obo, would you like to join our Holy Covenant?
I mean, I am technically spiritualist, so that would technically be valid.
You're gonna stay spiritualist, hopefully.
Yeah, I've given up on trying to force it when I realized that, you know what, having a plant person with halflings, they're basically the treants. And they also live on habitat, so why not? Instead of trying so hard just to shift the ethics that I kick them out.
So I've just had looked it up. Sorry, I was wrong. The Blue Snowballs UK MSRP is $54.99, about $70, and it's regularly on sale for about $39.99 or $38.99. But if you've got more noise in the background, you probably don't particularly want a condenser mic. There are other brands of mic available for as the same price or cheaper that might be more suitable. I'm just trying to find one that.
How much is the Razer Siren Elite these days?
1 second.
This one.
It's Razer, so it's probably twice what it should be.
I mean, this mic seems pretty good. The only thing it seems to pick up is dog squeaky toys.
What?
So,
haven't heard that for a while, mate.
Yeah.
I kind of miss it a little bit. The
I've
Razer
just been
Siren Elite
outside
is
with it,
$100.
Apparently, Hobo Grim does not want the AI that was previously Grim does not want to invite you.
Wow.
I know, right? Well, I'll be right back.
No worries.
Man, he ran off quicker than someone made him a coffee.
I feel called out. I'm in this picture and I don't like it. I'm just trying to have a look through what our review stock has and mics that we've used and messed around with and been good. I am so behind on some of this stuff. I've literally got 50 odd mics in our review stock at the moment. That's
50.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
I have a theory on why you have no money.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Lego.
That's
no,
what
Lego's
Plan
just an
says.
investment.
Servers is the reason I have no money. Like, other stuff you buy once.
Well, most other stuff, and that's like always less and less.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Games Workshop and Lego to come together and just watch all of the money from Flanker's wallet just fly away.
There's no risk of that. GW's like average unit price is getting up to like $70 to $100 now. That is, they make Lego look value for money.
Exactly. So imagine combining them.
Anyways, review hardware tracker. There we go.
I am back.
Welcome back.
My mom thinks she partially tore a muscle in her butt.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
Ouch.
she's standing now.
Sounds like a right pain in the ass.
I knew that was coming. I'm just surprised it took you that long. I'm not disappointed.
I am. I was kind of embarrassed at how long it took me to come up with that.
Boo!
Oh.
So I'm at the end of this astral rift thing called a crystal rift. I might end up spawning a system in the middle of the galaxy with the vehement.
System in the middle of the galaxy? What have I been missing? Since when has that been?
Yeah, what system in the galaxy?
Astral rift. Since then.
I need to play this game more. And that really is a blame Flanker issue because he stopped doing the
weekly
community
game.
How long has it been since the last one? And don't say a week.
Like,
Yeah, well, technically
almost
a week.
A year.
7 months, I think.
Hang on, I can go back and check our events list.
It's hard to remember. Some of us did a game off stream. It's me, Ryan,
Corbin,
and I can't remember who else. I think Russ. Russ, were you there for?
I remember doing an offline one with Holland and Ryan. I think.
Yes. We also did that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Holland was there. I think Holland dropped out halfway through, but.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we I think we only ran that for a few weeks. We got through it pretty quickly with fewer players on small galaxy. It was going pretty fast. That was a cool game.
We were using thingy mods as well, weren't we? That crazy planet modifier one.
Yes, we were.
We never got around to finishing that.
That was actually a very long time ago.
I'm thinking of a different one, because we did actually finish the one I'm thinking of. I think it was unmodded in the end. But,
yeah, that one was unmodded, but we also, me, Holland, and Bus did a modded one with Gilly's planetary modifiers, planetary features. And Bus got a planet, what was it, +2 minerals per miner or something?
I think it was multiple of those sorts of.
Hang on, something very important.
What's wrong?
Are we not? Okay, real quick, because otherwise this is going to be a problem for me. Are we not in? Yeah. Are we not in a defensive pact anymore, Ryan?
We are not.
Well, you need to fix that if you want to have any say on the person to the north, who will probably kill me because they're trying to declare war on me again because we don't have a defensive pact again.
Which person to the north?
The Ralakith Unity, which we solved this problem by getting a defensive pact.
Yeah, they are about to war deck me.
I have ended the.
Yeah, we're still paused, so don't be doing stuff.
Oh.
That's why I said we paused, like, because someone paused.
Okay.
You have to say you
paused. Go to slower speed, please, Flanker.
Cool. There you go.
Sorry, it's just I would lose pretty hard against them, and this is a problem that I thought we solved last time.
I've just guaranteed your independence, Sobo, so
yes, that is helpful. Yes.
A new federation has formed.
And yeah, Ross, I think I accidentally sent you an offer to guarantee your independence, but that's fine. Can guarantee everything.
You get a guarantee. The Oprah of guarantees.
Remember to assign a low-level leader to the council.
Yeah, I just met more people than I think I have. Okay, no, there we go. So I think I met more people than I had influence cap, but
I didn't really need the guarantee since Daft just wiped out the person who I considered to be a threat.
Just so you lot know, I'm currently getting ready to declare war on the Midian Annihilators to my north.
The what? I don't see you. I see a big black
right above me.
Research concluded.
Okay, so it's in that big black space right there. Cool.
this people was like, "Oh, sorry, those those filthy corpos don't need a guarantee."
Yeah, we had another look at the map and realised they're actually fine. I think they're only bordering you, Hobo, and me, and Nagato, and oh yeah, the other people in North who are a bit beaten up now, so they shouldn't be too dangerous.
I forgot how low on minerals I am in this game.
I just need to stop giving my alloys away so I can build a proper navy.
Yeah, I forgot how dang expensive minerals are. Wow!
Back in my day, I remember when minerals were what you built ships with.
I do too.
And I used to walk uphill to work both ways.
Oh, I didn't walk to work. Thankfully. My life wasn't that bad.
In the rain, Flanker, don't forget that.
That sucks.
Rain, that was a luxury.
Well, you know, England, doing it on a nice sunny day is like next to impossible, so. Never mind, growing up, I guess, in Scotland, it'd be even worse.
Let's see if this Starhold is gonna hold with my fleet on top of it against this fighting squad. Nearly 20k star hold.
You can do it, you just gotta believe.
I believe I can fly.
Yeah, it's the landing I have the problem with.
I currently have a 15k fleet on top of my station hanging.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Wow. On the list of harsh burns today. I'm sure someone believes in you, bud.
Council agenda ready.
Commercial pact or a migration? No, not a migration treaty because I don't want to steal pops from all of you. I want to steal pops from the AI.
I want your filthy people on my recycled air zones anyway.
Oh no, I won't get to use the recycled air.
Look, we try really, really hard to cycle it because after being refugees for so long, with not trying to fit in whatever places they could, because no one really had halfling-shaped anything, the halflings have gained the noxious trait. Which, you know, I figured was appropriate given last time.
So you don't want halflings in your territory, by the way. That's what that means.
They just fart a lot.
That seems like an anti-migration agenda right there. I mean, understandable one. I've met the halflings, but
yeah.
Cutting plan for the rest of the stream after 8 tonight is we'll do some golf with your friends between 8 and 9, and then at 9 I'm going to play Helldivers 2. Since it is the game I've been most DM'd about.
So that's how you're deciding the game. So if I DM you 20,000 times to play Lethal Company, you'll play Lethal Company. That's definitely how it'll work.
Well,
I mean, he did technically already play Lethal
already
Company
played Lethal
once.
Company.
Yeah.
Once.
Suddenly, Ryan has been banned from the community for spam.
I don't know. I have so many 4-player co-op games that I already don't play. I feel like spending $40 on something that I'm gonna play twice doesn't really.
Are we talking about Helldivers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew, you see, because it's exactly the sort of game I play on stream and then only play once or twice and never again. I've been AFK, so I had no idea. I just caught the last sentence.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it'd be a lot of fun, but I already have like 10 different games that are in the same exact genre.
Dark Tide, Vermintide, that Alien one.
The problem
Left
is,
4
like,
Dead, Left 4
those
Dead
games
2.
are, unless you are super into those games or you have like a regular standing game, and then they're not too bad because most of them you can just do a pickup game or two on. But trying to herd the cats in this community to get everyone to play the same game together, you either have the problem of you're too successful and therefore 14 people want to play a 4-player game, also a problem, or you're not successful enough and then no one cares. So it's...
Sounds like a normal problem.
Yes. Not a complaint.
The slowdown was me discovering the Ute homeworld system.
I saw I just happened to see on the map a blob appearing in your empire, Ross. I figured that's...
Well,
that'll be it, I guess.
Slowest and Cookie is still behind all of us by 4 days.
Oh, God.
That's odd. So we had this before, but then it suddenly speeded up again. So
yeah.
It implies there's a way
there's
to...
always going to be someone behind, but being that behind on slowest is a exception versus a...
Yeah, let's just vote Kit Cookie.
Wow.
If you want me gone, fine, and I will just go, dude.
It's a joke, Cookie. Really?
Yeah, Cookie, it was a joke. Like, seriously, it was a joke.
The point I was making is we had this before, but then it fixed itself somehow, or Cookie did something, so implies there's a way to resolve it somehow.
Yeah, we have to pray to the Omnisire.
Heresy! The God Emperor will not stand this, especially because he's quite upset if he's proven to be a god.
Yeah, that would be a bit awkward for him.
Yeah.
My God Emperor is a god. That has been confirmed.
That was pain.
Check that
Jesus Christ.
I remember there being massive segue, just real quick while we're on Paradox
To today's
game.
sponsor.
40K. Raid Shetland.
I still get emails from them, bless them.
I remember, like, sometime last year I saw that there was someone making a Warhammer 30K mod, as in the start of the Empire.
Interesting.
Of the Empire on Earth. For Hearts of Iron.
Oh, wow.
Of all things.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's a My Little Pony for Hearts of Iron, so I guess nothing's off
Well,
limits.
that's actually that's weird.
That is in the... I hate to say it, too. That is in the top 5 of most developed mods and most detailed mods for Hearts of Iron. And I despise saying that, but it's true.
What mod?
The
My Little Pony
Equestria at War mod for Hearts of Iron. It would be terrible if it wasn't so detailed. It, like, rivals Kaiserreich and Millennium Dawn in terms of the amount of work they've put into it.
Can you design your own planes?
That was one of the DLC, yes.
No.
Not wishing to call you out, sir, but just checking. Your extensive knowledge of this mod.
I lost a bet and actually had to play it on stream, and I did that like a year ago.
Sure, you definitely lost the bet.
Yeah, I lose bets all the time too, bro.
Yeah, but you don't actually have to follow through with them.
I actually do though.
Russ's people have become psychic. That's.
Yeah, I've got lots of other species
I didn't
as well.
fully appreciate how much work they put into it, though. Like, I knew that it had been going on for a long time, and they've made massive piles of everything. I didn't fully appreciate how they put so many references and so many...
We just lost Daft.
What?
Daft Panzers in it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I've paused up. Don't do anything for a minute. What is going on with Stellaris this week?
I don't know.
I'm just blaming you.
I mean, honestly, that's normally the reasonable approach.
Did Daft's computer die? Because you're not saying anything.
I would guess either their computer broke or their electricity broke.
Okay.
Thanks, James.
Lus, how would you? Lus and Hobo, do you two want to make this a 3-person federation?
I suppose.
Hello, Daft. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you. My internet dipped out there for a moment. I think it identified was the one actually causing the lag in the game. If it was being a bit weird.
You are now. You did DC during that though.
I know. Yeah, I've specifically quit out the game. I'm relaunching it quickly.
No
so
worries.
It should only take a few moments to relaunch because it's on SSD. But I thought it was probably the healthiest thing to do. Completely relaunch it. That had the pop-up about being logged out of Paradox game services and everything. So just restart all things.
This stupid Ute system better have something good for me.
The Ute are kind of known as Uteless.
Yeah, I kind of suspected they were. I'm glad you
They
told me
haven't
though.
really buffed
Look up
them,
on the
though.
wiki.
So they're not as useless as they used to be, but the system itself doesn't have shit.
I always forget if the secrets of X are worth spending your minor artifacts on, but there's a helpful article on the wiki that kind of tells you what you get from each precursor.
Well, I'll do it anyway, so I'll wait and see and be surprised. And then, I'm just trying to set my expectations nice and low.
Yeah.
As you kind of have to do when you get anything other than the Cybrex.
It is pretty low on the interest list.
Boys, I'm just copying the password again, if I can find it. Sunday community game password.
It doesn't even have that great of a relic. Like, there's other places that are rather the relic of.
Yeah, Daft bot join is accepted and underway.
Thank you.
While we're waiting, would anyone be interested in doing a game of Victoria 3 multiplayer at some point?
I don't even know the game, so...
I'll put you down as a maybe then.
We have put a poll up for it's holding this slot, and I won't name names, but there are several people that said they would want to play it that didn't vote for it. So
yeah, I remember that last week.
I wouldn't name names though. Anyway, Hobo, how's your game going?
I'm still standing by that. By the time I looked at the vote, it wouldn't have mattered anyway.
There was one vote in it, literally.
But I didn't hear your input on this. Do you want to join our federation?
Synchronizing game.
Who was that question to, Ryan?
You.
Oh, I was okay. Sorry. Where are you? What's your federation type?
We can make our own federation, Russ. We can make our own federation with the trade princes.
Bionic. So I assume you're down with the holy types.
I'm probably joining Daft's side.
Oh, welcome. Well, I don't actually have a federation yet, but when I'm able to.
He's been funding into the robots. The robot will join with the alloy maker.
Yeah.
So me then.
We probably shouldn't.
You gave a total of 2,000. Daft has given 4,000.
Probably shouldn't.
I'm not saying he's a mercenary and selling himself to the highest bidder, but
I feel like I'm going to end up being between two major alliance thingies here. So, in the interest of profit, I'm going to stay neutral. Sell arms to both sides. So, I mean, no, wait, what?
The Schmeeples sold arms to both sides. It was they were organic arms, in fact. Some of them were quite small, pirate child-like arms, but they're really great for transfers.
Some of them were still alive as well, attached to the little children.
But no, there was a humanitarian cause that sometimes, to ensure that the organs were suitable for transplant when needed, they were kept as fresh as possible.
Why not?
These claims have not been independently verified. I wholeheartedly deny any involvement in organ trafficking.
I have received a dossier printed on credits that says that they are all untrue and the Schmeeples were a humanitarian race.
Mm-hmm.
It seems very compelling to me.
I've just blundered my fleet into a big battle here. I didn't exactly mean to do this, but fighting the last remnants of the euthanizers over here in the southwest of the galaxy.
Hey, Filthy Rucker, where did the Borg show up? Well.
Daft, are you... Oh, yeah, you're at war with the euthanizers, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just getting my fleet trounced at the moment. I might just win this fight, but it's...
I can assist if you like. They did threaten us, so.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Russ. I doubt that they're going to be able to like bounce back and take territory from anyone, but they've got some.
What's your fleet size? Like.
It was at 16k plus some forces that I hadn't sent forward yet, so I think I was pushing 20k, but I'd probably just lost about 10k.
Yeah, my 6k probably wouldn't make much difference then. I'll get it upgraded and then I'll get back to you.
No worries. Did I actually win that fight?
If you have to ask, possibly not. So.
I'm confused because
is this what winning feels like? It hurts so much.
Oh my god!
I'm confused. There was like 2 fights happening here simultaneously, I think, and I won one of them and lost the other one. So yeah.
So the Unity never put up the war, even said that they were preparing for war on me. Might be that because they became afraid.
My sensors indicate you are in need of assistance. Would you like to re-enable guidance?
Wow, yeah, the Ute relic is a bit meh.
The which relic?
The Ute one. It's a Ute cryo core.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty decent.
I'm willing to trade it from you if it allows trading for it.
It does not. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it like chooses what my ships are going to be equipped with anyway, so it simplifies things for me. And I do like things being simple.
Oh, that's a shame. I need a second relic.
What was that, Flanker?
Bagley regularly tells me I'm simple.
That would explain why you're terrible with tech.
I need to find more space toasters.
Cookie, by the way, how is your war going, and would more alloys be useful at this point?
I swear down, it wasn't long ago since Daft was like struggling to survive, and now he's giving everyone everything all of the time.
I have alloys. I don't really have a lot of other resources.
I'm currently holding out on my choke point with my 20k fleet and my 20k star base, Starhold. So I'm waiting for them to push in, but war score is in defending side going upwards. And they're conquering of me going downwards because they lost majority of the space. They are pushed back into only the tip of my blob.
Just the tip.
Yeah. They lost majority of the space. They had like nearly everything conquered of me, and then I pushed them out.
Wow, these Astral Rift things are pretty pog.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do like some of them multiple times. Nizzle.
Corbin, you might need to move your mic a bit, bud.
Galactic Council.
I put quite a lot of effort into spying on the euthanizers, and it seems a bit wasted now.
Oh yeah, sorry, Russ. So I pieced out there because I basically lost my fleet, and I'm also kind of this is gonna sound bad, but I kind of want my vassal to get pushed back from the systems that they're trying to conquer, so I can conquer them later. So
fair enough. When I said wasted, though, I meant like because they're no longer a threat. But
right,
that's a good thing. So Maybe I'll just steal some tech.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll try. Really don't get this. Like, breakthrough chance is 0, but I've got higher skill than difficulty, and my tech, my encryption and decryption thing to them is trivial. So you'd think it'd have a high breakthrough chance.
I've gotten a blessing from the gods. I got one of the fancy, especially overpowered leaders.
I'm sure that won't backfire.
This one has 3 charges on the science ship that they came with to turn planets into a Gaia world, including barren worlds.
Yep, very powerful.
Considering I don't even know what terraforming is yet, yes.
Yes.
So, with habitats, is there a way to get mining districts on them? I assume there is because it says Astro Mining Bay.
You build orbital complexes over planets with minerals on them.
Oh, I knew you were going to say with minerals on them. God damn it.
It's worth it.
Yeah, no, because it's just like there's only one in the entire system, so...
So maybe you should find a system where there's more.
Yeah. I didn't know that when I built it, though, so...
Sounds like that one isn't going to be a terribly good mining habitat.
Nope. I didn't build it to be a mining habitat. Anyway, I built it to see how they work, so it's kind of done that. All these people I'm putting on these habitats, I wonder if they realize I'm going to flood them soon. That would be quite terrifying. You're on a little space habitat, the only thing you worry about is a hole and all the air being sucked out, and then suddenly it floods and you're just like, wait, what? I never imagined this.
Yup.
They just be like, this is the weirdest dream right now. But it isn't a dream.
Gonna have the Galactic Council.
Yay.
I have opened the doorway to the middle. That's the lag. Strange wormhole. Do you see the star system in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually I do.
Okay, activate cloaking so I don't die.
I wouldn't mind if you died. Then I could go there.
What exactly is it that's in there anyway?
Research concluded.
The vehement. And some station that once I destroy all the vehement fleets in there, there'll be a bunch of vehement fleets that just spawn continuously, and I have to have like 10k, like 100k of fleet power to have a chance of defeating them and holding them off in time, long enough, rather. So I'm not gonna start on that anytime soon. But there's this awesome crystal in the middle of it, and it's awesome.
Just realised I've not even met the science people yet.
Ah, yeah. If you join us, I'm pretty sure you'll meet them.
You should be able to meet them through me as well.
Well, it would have to be the Federation, though.
But they're in my territory.
Yes, you can find them in his territory, but that might take a while because you have to get a ship out there.
Where is Russ currently?
Middle south.
That's Hobo.
Just east of Hobo, joining on his border.
Okay, so I'm selecting you. I'll just open my borders to you. So if you have open borders through Ryan and Russ, Ryan and Hobo, you could just fly into my space and find them.
Thank you. That is Cookie, right?
Yes, I just opened my borders to you. The robots, the Shadow Empire.
I'll be there shortly. Well, I say that, it'll probably be a while.
I can open the L gate now, should I? Or should I wait for the research?
No, we are not ready for the L gate.
What does pulling the lever do on the alien machine?
Good things.
Sounds a bit suspicious. Yeah, pull my lever. You know, only good things will happen.
I've pulled it. Let's see what happens.
But yeah, Corbin, Yellgate, I think we've previously had like 100,000 strength fleets from the nanite guys, whatever you call them.
Yes.
Grey Tempest is at it, so that would be a bit rough at this point. I don't know about you, but I cannot cope with a 100,000 strength fleet attacking me. Even if
I'll just go ahead with the Annihilators then.
So one of the things you can get later in the game is an unit called Astral Binding. It gives plus 10% resources from all jobs, but you're probably never gonna have enough astral thread income to keep it up forever. So you just build up a bunch, and then click it and keep it going until it falls all the way back down.
Sounds good.
So I found a strategy recently against AIs called take Defender of the Galaxy and make migration treaties with everyone.
Sounds super complicated.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough influence for it, actually.
Right, I've finally stabilised the economy.
You are ahead of me then, sir. I'm currently setting fire to my NG credits using my consumer goods, I think.
Yeah, now I've got to solve the unemployment crisis.
Have you tried giving tax cuts to the rich? I have heard that over time, we haven't found what period of time yet, but over time it will definitely work.
Yeah, it trickles down, you see.
Yes, yeah.
Well, unfortunately, they put little scoops at the bottom so they catch it all anyway.
Oof, that sucks.
I am terrible at optimizing my worlds.
Build an orbital thing, but I can't figure out who to put it on. Yeah, no. Dang it. Anyone else have 100% stability on all their worlds?
What's a stability?
Oh.
Normally,
Things going that well, eh?
Yeah.
I don't know, some mine's dropped down a little bit because I'm burning through resources, but...
I've got 9% stability on a couple of my worlds.
I'm guessing they're the ones you've conquered, though.
No, well, the ones new colonies I've settled with people that I have conquered previously. A kind of race that can exist quite happily on tomb worlds, but their ethics are totally different to mine. I think that's a problem.
Politics or prosperity?
Well, when was the last time that a hefty amount of politics brought prosperity?
Good point. I'll go prosperity then. Unless we want the special. Is anybody else going politics? First of all. No.
Not here.
In that case, we'll probably go politics. Yeah, we're gonna go politics for the extra galactic community stuff.
I think I might have gone politics. I'm having a brain fart, so I'm doing 3 things at once. No, I haven't. I went diplomacy and aptitude so far, so not politics. My apologies.
Well, I went politics.
Ooh.
And I guess that was correct. One of the really good things about this central place, this system in the center of the galaxy, 10 physics, sure, 12 crystals, and 1 astral thread. I think that increases massively to a much bigger number of astral threads later. Just need to get together to let his fleet so pathetic to me, and then I think that's I think that'll be it. How's the war going, Cookie?
Except of them running away from my fleets right now, it's going fine. I built back stations here and there.
Nice.
Good.
Currently building up a station in Satar.
Wow, it really does work on any barren world, even if it isn't a terraforming candidate.
What? Really?
How do I tell if something's a terraforming candidate, by the way?
If you click on it, it'll tell you that it's a terraforming candidate. And it's a lot easier to tell when the terraforming candidate if in the expansion planner, or once you've got the tech to terraform them.
Terraforming candidate. Yeah, no, it's... I only have one terraforming candidate, which isn't even in the same system.
Wow.
And again, only 3 charges, and it costs 10k and 9,000 days, but it is still turning any barren world into a Gaia world.
Well, would you mind disbanding the leader afterwards, so that some of us might get the chance to get that?
What? Sorry.
Oh wait, no, it's an actual Rift leader, isn't it?
Yeah,
Okay, so no,
it's one of the new fancy custom leaders.
it's a leader you get from an actual Rift.
I haven't done anything with the Astro Rifts. It's
Really?
just a leader that started to talk to me. I looked this up. Hang on. One of the paragons. 1% chance to appear every 5 years in empires that aren't militarist or gestalt consciousness.
Oh crap! Consumer goods shortage. Right, that solves
That's bad.
that. Yeah, I know. So we're not. I get for not paying attention.
So, unfortunately, this terraformer will never pop up for the Schmeeples. Truly heinous. It's okay, Ryan. This person doesn't want to work for you, apparently.
Why not? Why not?
How do I view the leader's stats?
Research concluded. Construction completed.
Is the leader... I had an event that the leader's already withering, because the leader's 203.
Your leader?
The fancy Paragon. The Terraform Paragon.
Pretty sure it's a model.
I don't know what the problem is. Mine's 6002. It's
Yeah, we're talking about leaders in the game, not your own personal age.
well,
There's no way Flanker's that young anyway.
What? Thanks, man.
Oh my god.
Love you too. I need to sort out more trade value.
Velam Eklos, Kerpo, Prolesnima.
I was looking to see where Flanker is on the map, and then I saw United Nations of Earth, and I thought that sounds generic and boring. That'll be Flanker.
Hey, last 2 runs I didn't do something.
We are being
boring,
hailed.
I tend to try and make sure I leave everything alone that other people want to play, because I'll literally play anything. And if I take a Megacorp, then that stops other people playing Megacorps.
Construction completed.
I don't want to block other people's stuff, so...
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think there's always room for some friendly competition.
Yeah, that's what the pirates thought too, bud, but they were wrong.
I'm sure you and Russ could split the galaxy between you with the trade stuff.
Yeah, the only problem is you never know where you're going to spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you end up
Russ-
next to each other, you kind of screw each other over.
Russ and sharing. Daft. I don't think Russ shares.
Why would you say such a thing?
Russ has shared resources with me in this game that helped me out a lot, actually. Maybe just need to ask nicely. That might be the secret.
I think the issue here would be it's on Russ and it's the flanker guy.
That's right. Oh, that's interesting. I am... How comes I can still do Secrets of the Irasians when I found Iras?
That's the extra thing.
Right, okay.
So you find the homeworld and then you get secrets afterwards, which is optional. Yeah.
I'm looking at what to do for reforming the government, and I see what's really difficult not to choose because it's pretty useless, but for the halflings it's appropriate. The heroic past.
I got heroic past.
Heroically ran away.
Tactically repositioned across the galaxy. Yeah.
Or what some of the other empires spoke of us in the past, scavengers. That'll be boring and pick one of the older options.
Hobo, did you see that we're getting +3 experience a month, and plus 20% unity from jobs?
That is helpful, yes. Oh god, that reform kind of just booted everyone off the council.
Yes,
Okay.
you have to remake the council. It'll be fine though. Just choose the same stuff as you had before if you want.
Yeah, it just feels a little weird.
Construction completed.
Time to hang on the edge of a system to make a jump bait. Let's see if I can grab that 8K fleet. My fleet.
We are being hailed.
I wish I never invited Soaring Technology now. I could have played all the stuff I'm taking from here if I didn't. Oh, damn it.
What is the other things to use influence on instead of claiming? It's been so long that I almost forgot.
Orbital things, habitats, hyper relays. That's basically the main things. Orbital things cost more influence.
Only the habitat central complex, and it's only 150. That's not a lot.
But orbital wings are a lot. They at the level 1 orbital wing costs 50, then the next one costs 85, and the next one costs 128. And I think that's with some sort of cost decrease.
Well, funny that I don't know what an orbital ring is. Barely figured out the concept of orbitals in general.
Council agenda available.
So, do we want to try increasing the game speeds maybe to slow from slowest?
I'd love to, but Cookie's still 3 days behind, bud.
Any ideas what's causing it? I mean, like
no, last time we closed the stream, it is what it is. Like,
I have everything closed. All I have open is Stellaris, Discord, and Task Manager. Task Manager is closed.
What is your processor?
I have no idea. It's been
You
so
have
long.
Task Manager. You can see.
It was just a normal hashtag blame cookie.
if you want to see Cookie, and you can, if you go into Task Manager and go to Performance, it will say what your CPU is. But
it's okay. It's always someone's fault every week. We just need to figure out who.
Yeah, I came up with the theory that you should have the slowest person host in Paradox games because they can't desync from themselves, and everyone else can keep up.
CPU says it's running.
You do get the downside, obviously, it runs really slowly. but then that's unavoidable, really.
Yeah, that's the speed it would. Well, it'd probably be a bit slower than it would run at if someone else was host because of the extra burden.
Ah, bollocks! Now I missed the jump moment because I was looking at the CPU. Bollocks. Now, let's see if I can still catch them. 40 days to jump. I think I'm not gonna make that.
Because I went down diplomacy, everyone has really high trust cap of me. At least 60.
Okay, I got one of the two fleets.
Nice.
That was the 7k against my 16k. I lost one ship to... One ship? I lost 2 destroyers to that. Settle status quo is on -6, so nearly there.
Whoa, we're halfway there.
Moving on a player. My leaders are about to start dying.
Oh no, you're level 10 leaders? Like, oh,
Yeah.
We hadn't heard
I
about
bet
those. There are level 10 leaders.
I bet it's gonna take you a whole 3 years to get the next one to level 10. That's so long.
No, I don't think you understand. I don't have replacements. Part of this build objective was to get to a point where I could just continuously increase the lifespan of my leaders.
You know, I'm pretty sure they've written many stories about the chase for immortality, actually. When really, all they had to do was just ask Flanker. I mean, he's been around long enough.
Yeah, but he doesn't share.
What? Hey? I'm sorry, I got sideswiped there and didn't even...
Get sideswiped twice.
Rude.
Now I just need to figure out a way to make more money, so that way I can actually terraform at a reasonable pace.
Oh, I always spent all my cash on terraforming a bit earlier. I think last week.
I mean, this is going to take, half the stream to terraform this one planet, but... I hope I have the 10k by the time it's done to terraform the second one. I found the perfect system to terraform. It was 3 barren worlds that are independent barren worlds that look like they'll end up being pretty sizable. That I can call terraform here. I guess one of them is actually... It's sizable, but also... Never mind. No, I know there's the third one. For a second I forgot that was the third one.
No way to increase leader lifespan. There's a leader policy thing. Well,
I guess since I have a neighbor to the south that hopefully won't cause some random problems in the future, winky face, I can build a starport there.
I like that terraforming can give some more significant buffs these days.
Just realised that as a megacorp, I probably shouldn't be spamming habitats.
No.
Why not?
Aren't you going to sell them for massive profit?
Not in my own borders, no. And as to why not, because it's going to give me loads of empire size penalties.
Research concluded.
Is there added issues for empire size?
Yes.
As the thingamablob.
Plus 50%.
Yeah, from colonies, and I think the penalties ramp up quicker as well because of a megacorp. Not sure on that though.
Yeah, I think that it's just ramping up quicker. Which I don't know. If you have a really good setup and can make some of those be, Unity or research centers, you can more than cancel out the hit because of the increased empire size. You just need to develop it in a proper way. And not, make 40 at once. Which is also why I still have planets to colonize, because I can't really live on them that effectively without extra habitation researches. So all it'll do is just make my tech take longer. Also, I gave like half the habitable areas that I could have colonized to Ryan when they were still empty space, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to make use of them in time.
The special project has concluded.
There we go. Got me trapped in between 3 stations.
Research concluded.
Let's see now. Galcom is still taking a while. So close to getting these guys to be pathetic to me, please. Maybe? Oh, wait. Okay. I want them to be a tributary. I can do this war on my own, Hobo, but you might want to put your fleets at the border.
So what war are you gonna do?
Are you fighting the Union?
The Unity, yeah.
You do know I have claims on that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a 4K starbase between me and them, but I don't know how big their fleet's actually supposed to be. It is superior to mine, which...
It's equivalent to me, which is 20k right now.
Yeah, so I'll have to upgrade my ships and put them on the border. I just realized I got an upgrade.
My ships just far stronger than them because, well, having an additional, 100 person? Yeah, plus 100 shield and armor is pretty good on Corvettes. It's just a flat plus 100 shields and armor hit points and 20% hardening on both for everything. For every individual ship.
There we go. That's peace.
Yeah, I'm gonna start trying up a new scientist. No, this guy can't be a... Yeah,
Yay! I can
gotta
stop
be a leader.
buying food. Even though I know that late game food's the easiest thing in this game. I like to be independent. Economically. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of empty jobs in my capital. And I realize every single one is just a clerk. But it needs more housing.
Time to fix my cities that they had taken over for a bit of time, which are not in a happy mood, it looks like.
Foreign heathens.
There we go. We need that.
And now the fight for energy begins, because I'm in a minus 54 now suddenly after this.
I'm on minus 62 consumer goods and minus 114 energy credits. It is a sad day.
No one likes Flanker, that's reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely. Like none of it's terrible. It's just like waiting for the solutions to be available.
Aren't you hired as a problem solver, Flanker?
Yes.
Colony
It
establishment
doesn't mean he's
has
good at
begun.
solving problems, though. Just means he's good at marketing.
And if you'd like to be good at marketing too, go to onlyflanks.com.
Yes.
Right.
We appreciate you, Flanker. Sometimes.
Okay, declaring war. Tributary.
I did say that I was upgrading my ships, but sure, I guess.
No, I can defend you. I got. Yeah, the only route into the area is through a space that I'm gonna take very shortly.
Like,
Unless they want to go all the way around through the Seek and Geek.
that is not unheard of for Paradox AI. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
It's actually quite common for Paradox AI. One of my favorite examples is that I probably bring up every time is EU4, where if the AI knows they can't fight you in a battle, they will go to the farthest reaches of you and allied lands. So your enemies will send themselves to Siberia to siege your territories when you're playing Russia because they can't kill your army, and then they'll just die of Siberian attrition.
True.
Time to put my, what's it called, influences into claims on the guy that just has lost against me.
Oh bugger, I wasn't paying attention and now I don't know if I've bought the game or not.
What? No, game is unpaused.
No, I mean, I was buying Helldivers and I approved the purchase, but I don't.
Can hear you. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but...
Sorry to talk over you, Russ. I've been talking for a while, but I wasn't muted or anything, but I think my headset just dipped out. I had to unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, I've not heard you say anything for a while, Daniel, so...
We weren't not paying attention. We were just...
I was just saying, Ryan was about to declare war on someone, right? But I think it's the person that Cookie has claims on, so I was wondering how you were going to resolve that, if you were going to resolve it, because Cookie's not going to get those claims, right?
Well, you can just declare war on them afterwards, and then...
but then they'll be tributary for you.
I mean, if you look over it, it's basically I have claims from my border until Tundis, and then Merero. I have like that entire splitting knocked off him for myself, and then I have that little T-split, Y-splitting, which goes further into his land. I left open because Ryan needs space as well, so Ryan could expand through Emera upwards into the rest of him. I just wanted to make sure I had this block, which originally was mine, which I lost.
Wow, I don't even have to take all that much. Oh, never mind, I do. 160, and then there'll be 100. I need a lot of occupation for this.
A new world of opportunities awaits.
It was my stupid credit card provider deciding CD keys can't be trusted for the umpteenth time.
What?
Yeah.
Come on.
That's why I haven't used CD keys, because I don't feel like calling the customer support of a customer support to do that.
Yeah, to be clear, they absolutely can be trusted. I've used them many times. It's just for some reason my stupid credit card provider always decides that this is one of the places that they will make me verify.
It's because they are a key site, and they've all been told that all key sites can't be trusted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, it's more complex than that. I actually work in payments. It's more complex than that. But it's
Oh no,
it's an
you've
online
triggered
listing.
Flanker Ran.
I won't. No, I'll leave the rant alone. You're not paying me. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, is he a subscriber? He could be paying you to not do the rant.
Yes, I want to opt into that.
Yeah, they actually don't. Generally, they don't have a clue what the merchant is. It's online transaction patterns and whether or not you've completed a CVV2 or equivalent when going through, or the verified by Visa or whatever the MasterCard one's called.
Yeah, well, they were making me go to their app and do the.
If you don't, that's the only thing you have to do. You don't have to. Phone
and I did that,
and
and it still triggered a fraud alert.
Oh, in that case, that is just your provider being an ass.
Yeah, they've done it for like multiple things. It's kind of annoying, but.
Yeah, it's better than the alternative, but like HSBC used to do it to me all the time. Like, did you do this? You mean the monthly bill I've constantly paid for the last 10 years? Because it used to be that you had to phone them, and like, or they would phone you. Like, yes, I did pay my utility bill. Oh, it looked like a large amount of money. Yes. Okay. Do you want to call them again? Not really. Okay, but if you call them again now, it will go through. Thanks. Which I do like. I use Revolut for most of my online transactions at the moment. I do like their implementation of, like, they basically make you verify every online transaction, but it's literally just tapping in the app.
Yeah, that's what mine's like. Which I don't mind. It was mainly because I wasn't paying attention, and so I wasn't aware if the first one had gone through, and obviously that meant like, am I going to end up getting
so
charged
easily
twice?
done, mate. I did that with Deliveroo the other day when I was ordering food. Like,
I hate Deliveroo with a passion.
And I was like,
now.
oh, did I press the button on that or not? And then I have to wait for it to for Deliveroo to tell me whether or not it's paid.
The last few orders I've done through Deliveroo, I've only got like half the order come, and so I've had to contact customer support to get a refund for the half that didn't appear.
Yikes.
So I won't be bothering with them again.
It's not so much Deliveroo, it's the merchants you have on the other side of it. But...
Well, I blame Deliveroo because it was different merchant each time.
All they do is pick up the bag, mate. Like, there's
Yep.
lots of other
Well, I'm
problems with
assuming it's
delivery
the
stuff.
drivers that are nicking half of it, but
I would generally doubt that. You might just have terrible rides in your area, but I hate to break it to you, they probably also work for Uber and also work for Just Eat and also work for parcel drop delivery companies. Because gig work kind of sucks.
Was it Hermes or Every or something that went into administration recently?
Yodel.
Yodel,
and they've been bought out of it.
Yodelehi who?
They were purchased by what was it?
You?
No. The same people that bought Tufnells, who do a lot of like the big delivery stuff in the UK.
Yes, by like a company that does little home deliveries. Yeah, that makes sense for them.
I think it was, is it Shift that? Yeah, Shift, who are have bought them both, so they're essentially buying market share.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, the Tufnells is bigger stuff, and I'm not sure whether the Shift did stuff directly to consumers. Like, they were, as far as I'm aware, a tech play. They've decided to do their own stuff, but
I am still not going to be used to the fact I have to press a button to get to my ships. I keep scrolling on on the star bases and on the government tab to get down to my ships. And I'm like, oh wait.
It took me a while too.
Well, it doesn't help that my my most played Paradox game is EU4, where the outlier bar is just everything, which almost makes me even more used to it.
You know what's really funny? Migration treaties aren't broken by war.
Well, yeah, because the citizens themselves are not at war with each other, just the governments.
Well, the AI also usually breaks the migration treaty after the war. After the war starts, though.
That's because they suspect the citizens of being used by the governments, because they use their citizens. I mean, no, never.
I think it would be quite funny if you don't break the treaty, then when you devastate one empire, they all move into the other one, and then you do the reverse, and you just swap population.
I was just looking it up, but just because I was interested. And this is slightly old figures. I haven't paid. I'm not paying to view the up-to-date market information. But in the UK, the parcel delivery market, 30% is Royal Mail, 17% is Amazon Logistics, just on their own, of all parcels delivery volume, their own logistics do 17% of all parcels delivered in the UK. Hermes is at 13, DPD is at 8, Yodel's and UPS are at 6.
That's a lot of packages.
Yeah. And I think it's actually gone further. I was trying to be cheeky and get like a newer report, but because that's 2021 status. So I think actually Amazon have a larger share now as well.
I wonder if it will go down given the amount of Prime subscriptions being cancelled with the price hike.
Probably not, truthfully. Like their market penetration on Prime subscriptions is ridiculously high, and it only takes 90 days to form a habit for a consumer. And
Doubling of price in 2 years is still enough to put a lot off.
Meatballs? What
No.
just happened?
I think
Why
I
did
just...
Why did you declare war on my vassal?
Ryan, I had been fighting
why
that guy since the start of the game, and I've got loads of
Why-
claims on him that I still haven't conquered.
So
Yeah,
you,
why are
why
they,
did you vassalize someone that Darth is at war with is maybe the better question, right?
I had no idea you'd vassalized him until right this second. So, yeah.
Well,
What?
if anyone needs weapons, let me know.
Well, just conquer them. We
Research
don't move in on
concluded.
us.
Obviously, I didn't want to attack you, but I've been fighting you guys since the start of the game, pretty much. We had a
Yeah.
temporary truce. I
Like,
had no
they
idea
used-
you'd vassaled them.
They used to be my ally purely for the people against the people to the north, which I almost forgot that I hadn't fully claimed them. So I only have 2 more places to claim, and I can actually just delete the entire empire to the north of me, and that'll probably be my limitations. I was gonna, make
by
my
the way-
symbol a little larger on the map,
Who are, by the way, vassals under the people to the north of them. Actually, no,
I
who
mean-
have a vassal, rather. They have a vassal, is what I meant.
I mean, yeah, they have a vassal. I don't know if I want to go that far north, though, because there's only, 1 connection, and it's really split up.
I can just do
A
this.
new world has been colonized.
Is that a surrender?
Yes.
Huh? So I'll give him everything, even though he hasn't sieged it already, right?
Correct.
I mean,
Sure.
I guess.
Refugees! Yay!
And
was
it's
chicken,
just, and it's
Okay,
just
well,
gone.
that was an easy war.
Yep.
I like how it decolonized all of that stuff too. Like, geez.
Yeah, because no one had it claimed.
Are these
I think
refugees from Daft's War?
They've been wiped out because I claimed all of their inhabited planets. I just realised. So yeah.
Do I need to check them to see if they're victims of war crimes?
Yes, you do.
I never even fired it.
I mean,
I never even fired
the
a shot.
Steeples-
You can't accuse me
The
of war crimes. here.
Steeples were only in their land for 5 minutes. I mean, how many millions could they have killed in that time?
They see that as a challenge, by the way. You don't know what you have done. Just start something truly abominable.
Genocide run any percent.
It will be
I
100% with that.
I just saw the name of our federation, the Imperial Commune, except it's spelled wrong.
Sounds communist to me.
Communion, rather.
Yeah.
Imperial Communion.
That
Why
reminds
is
me.
Imperial spelled wrong?
Because that's a different word than imperial. It's
so
It sounds
We are
exactly
being
the
hailed.
same.
Your
I mean,
federation
it
is just
looks
unknown to
intentionally
me.
spelled wrong, obviously.
no
We are being hailed.
imperial with how that is typed is of or relating to the heavens, which, given the spiritualist nature, makes sense.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I
Ryan.
can
Ryan,
totally
expect
expect-
friends from above, by the way.
Ew.
Expect what from above?
The guy above him, the
We
one
are
else
being
fighting,
hailed.
is in an alliance with the one you're fighting.
Oh yeah, I know that, but I have far superior fleets to him. Them.
It's just a warning if they come through your back door.
Imaflanker, check your commercial pack
Inappropriate.
thingies.
You can't just say that on stream, Cookie.
Reverendon, Gorkitación.
Careful,
Mi
Holo.
ponderable.
Careful, Holo, or ask them to come towards you.
Yeah, well, they can't. My borders are closed.
Aren't you in the same war as Ryan?
Technically.
Yeah, I thought you meant as citizens. But also, Ryan's army isn't. Ryan's fleet is in front of me, so.
Yes, his army is in his fighting, but the guy that can go through my system currently, because I have open wars with him, because of the peace treaty, he can go through Ryan's system and towards you.
Yeah, I still have to go through Ryan first.
Yeah, exactly. They're not going to get through me.
You know,
Your
as
2.5k stations, I think he will come through, because last time I fought him, he had 14k fleet.
look, the halflings are really short, and I don't know if you've seen Ryan, but I'm pretty sure the halflings could just hide behind the head of his leader, and it'd be fine.
You will become a strategist as well.
All of my alloys are going into building little mini orbital habitats over asteroids.
I know that feeling.
A new world has been colonized.
Oh, really? These actually have an alloy upkeep on them? I mean, I guess it makes sense, but
Habitat Central Complex. Yes, it does.
no, the habitat additions that you put in the system.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
That means that.
The larger orbitals have 1, and the smaller orbitals have 0.5. So, yeah, 19 on megastructures so far. That could really add up if you lean heavily into orbitals.
So I just did some maths because I was kind of interested in the Amazon Prime question.
Is that why it's called smoke?
Yes. So in the UK, there are 28.2 million households, and 13 million of them have Amazon Prime.
That is kind of crazy.
Right? Their market penetration, also, their sales in 2023 were 33.59 billion. Total UK retail sales reported were 490. That's in dollars. The GBP retail sales were 494.3 billion in the UK as a whole, which means that Amazon accounted for, when you do all the currency transactions, £1 in every 20 in the UK on anything in retail was spent with Amazon.
What a shame. All that missed tax because they don't pay it.
Well, they pay VAT, but yeah, it would be pretty fantastic if governments actually stepped up to appropriately make tax not optional for big corporations. Apple's one of the worst offenders in that.
Well, you don't become the richest on the planet with the smallest market share otherwise.
Sometimes you have the sometimes these companies will pay negative taxes.
Yeah, and some of those things are there for a reason. Like, there's some benefits to providing very targeted relief for organizations to get them to do things you want them to do, like invest in R&D, for example. But the tax loopholes are wide enough in most Western economies to drive a bus through.
To drive a bus through that will create energy instead of using energy. Yes.
If I'm statically in a high pitch, let me know, Corbin.
I successfully ambushed a third of their fleet.
Oh. Amazon are smaller than Tesco's, though, in the UK market. Which isn't really saying much, because Tesco's used to have £1 in every 6 spent in retail going to Tesco's.
So I'll point out I appreciate the fact that that it took them this long to put the alien specimen procurement to actually all only spawn in your land. That or I got really lucky.
I just realized something. These warplings that I can recruit.
Situation
don't
log
have
has
an
been
upkeep.
updated.
My warbling armies don't have upkeep. By the way, Cookie, you should really be colonizing every single planet in your space.
I'm not going to right now because I need to fix up what I have right now after that war.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you mentioned that for Cookie, but not for me.
Wait, you haven't?
They took 4 of my planets,
Oh
and
my god.
it's all a mess. I need to fix my planets first that I have. Well,
Oh, well, yeah, you're a habitat civilization, so your void world, so it's different.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that there are now you do have don't have any migration packs. Never mind.
No, I want migration packs. I want to have a multicultural nation because then I have to deal with every single one of them being grumpy in different ways. I never liked the migration pack thing in this.
Have you thought about running for government? That sounds suspiciously Don't I have to deal with people?
Wait, the potato after a spaceport? Where? Oh. They spawned an army. The AI doesn't know how to use don't deploy in orbit.
I just got a nice transmission. At you with planets, we will find you.
Oh, that's kind. Not. Oh my god, these fleets are stuck and they don't know where to go.
Skill issue?
Indeed. It's modular engineering that decreases the cost of orbital wing upgrades. Because they technically count as star bases.
Cool.
Cookie, where in your system are the science people?
What do you mean, where my system is science people?
Not
Oh,
you,
right.
he's talking to me.
No.
The science people, what's it called again? Curators.
Yeah, those ones.
Yeah,
They're
Pathabon
in-
Vortex.
They're in the vortex with the giant starbase in it.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks, Oz. Love you too. I went statisticky, and
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
must improve space toaster production.
Let's see now. My ships are still very happy. Well, how do they not attack the starbase? That's weird. And I lost a bunch of ships. Also weird. Oh. Shield notification. That's what did it. I need to not fight in this system anymore.
Should have given the base to Flanker, they would have attacked it then. Thanks, mate.
Warplings are so fun. My warplings are stronger than their defense armies, which is not a thing that's supposed to happen with armies unless you're a robot. suddenly costing this much money? Let's see. This. Oh, someone just sold a whole bunch of boats.
Me, I did.
Yeah, most of my economy is based on selling 21 boats.
Oof.
Tanking in economy because you focus too much on one resource. Never seen parallels on that before.
It happens.
But think of the economy.
You're thinking of your economy. I have some
The special project has concluded.
packages of loans I'd love to sell you.
Ooh, better. Plus, why isn't there a holding on my capital yet?
Good question.
Because you haven't asked.
Oh, also because I'm a bit influence starved.
Oh.
I mean, he's only put one holding on my capital, and it's just for trade. Not even anything favorable for me.
Well, I've got a research thing on there as well.
On my capital?
Yeah, you're the moot, right?
Oh yeah, there is one that's a small thing. It's just 6
But
each.
yeah, I mean, like, there's very little good buildings I can put on them, so...
Well, they would be little buildings. They're halflings.
Ah, good point. I best put them on planets with proper people.
But since they're smaller buildings, you don't need to use as much resources to construct them.
Oh, good argument.
Also, have you thought about constructing additional pylons?
We
I
must.
don't have the influence, unfortunately.
God dang it, Flanker. Reminding me that there's StarCraft related stuff that I keep putting off that I want to do, but there's other things.
I would never intentionally do that. Honest-ish.
There's this shtick that's been going around with older Blizzard games of the campaign but reversed, aka you play the people that you would normally be fighting on that particular level, and it adds a bunch of allies in front of you. It adds unique heroes and mechanics, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, there's like a super hard difficulty as well that is actively insane to do.
Yeah, even the one for StarCraft 1, the people who made it say, this is equivalent to playing Brutal in StarCraft 2, you have been warned.
Is there does it matter what I build my habitat central complex around? Does it make any difference?
Nope. It acts like a major orbital complex.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
as
it
far
does
as-
actually matter. The tooltip tells you. Like you can get
Doesn't
research
matter.
districts or mining districts, etc.
Yeah, but you get the same amount either way. If you put if you put the central or you put the orbital.
Oh right.
Yeah. That you'll get them eventually, it's just which ones do you want immediately before expanding in the area?
Yeah, that makes sense.
suppose Daft is going for a very wide build. 33 planets.
Are you calling Daft fat? That feels rude.
No, I'm calling him spread out.
So I started the game. I mean, I was going for like a fighty kind of build, starting traits, Grand Admiralty and all that. But I did start next to a fanatic purifier and a hostile empire that was claiming my systems as soon as we made contact. So yeah.
Look, it's just because he thought that you were a different lizard and that you repeatedly asked him about his car insurance. I've no clue if that even gets to any Europeans whatsoever, except maybe Flanker.
I guess it. It's not good, but I guess it.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
For anyone who doesn't actually know, one of the car insurance in America that was really popular during the let's add mascots to our commercials era was the Geico Gecko, which looks obviously very close to a Schmeeple.
And for those in the UK, the person that voices him is Jake Wood, who was the actor that played Max Branning in EastEnders.
Of course, I still remember their previous mascot, where it was so easy a caveman could do it.
Yep. That was also very good.
It's honestly appealing to people like Flanker. Why haven't you done it? It's so easy.
Caveman could do it.
Flanker was around when the cavemen were present, so you know.
I just got sideswiped again while doing something else. Hang on. Trying to set servers up, guys.
Love your Flanker.
How that?
I want to have like an assimilation policy thing where you can instead of assimilating everything to just only being able to assimilate to a species to like psionic or cybernetic or something, you can assimilate them to be your a specific kind of your base species habitat preference. The what? The infinity loop? Infinity loop. That is cool. Let's press that button. Get none of the bonuses. Gonna not be an amazing leader. Geology expert. That's very good. need so many more minerals. I do have one black hole that I can use. And I'm aiming something for a quantum catapult.
Quantum catapult? It sounds like Flank would be interested in that.
Yes, I do believe so.
Hmm.
Do you have any stars that can use the quantum catapult, though? Oh yeah, you do. Okay. You do control a star that can, 2 stars that can control the quantum catapult. Oh, there's another one. You actually have a bunch of stars that can control the quantum catapult. When I spawned with none in this game and none in the single-player game.
Sorry, Cookie, did you mean to offer that?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to respectfully decline that, sir.
I become yours, right?
Yeah, I'd rather we be equals. You have a defensive pact, so I'll automatically come to your aid if you're attacked already. That's very kind of you, but...
Let me pay you money.
Also, we're pretty much equivalent, apart from, it says your economy is less than mine. So...
Yeah, my economy collapsed after that war.
I'm having trouble with, because I've just inherited a lot of planets from the AI, obviously my economy is just immediately tanked.
Research concluded.
How's the economy of the filthy humans to the south?
It's better.
Do they still have I would assume so, that they have economic bonuses dependent on the difficulty, right?
Yep.
AI. That's
Yeah,
probably
they do.
why that's probably why the economy was garbage when you loaded in.
Well,
Yeah.
Garbage.
They had an economy based on cheats that were not present because you're too human to take them.
Ah, my ships are amazing. Corbin, what are you doing to the people south of you?
I'm vassalizing them.
Oh no, you're gonna. Oh no, that's gonna be a huge vassal system. You're gonna come right up against Daft.
Hey, I got the full repair fleet thing now as well.
Because I've just finished completely outside of 2 planets, which I've left them, taking out my bloody purifiers to the north.
Yeah, no, it's not a problem for me. The euthanizers in the southwest, southeast, sorry, are still causing trouble. It looks like they pushed into the Eon state, actually, so... Yeah, where our borders are not going to meet straight away, we'll still need to deal with the euthanizers at some point.
As soon as I've finished up this war with the Eon, I can pretty much just declare war straight away onto the Euthanizer if need be.
Yeah, well, let's see, I still have a peace treaty with them, I think, for a few years.
Sell a pop. Pops are more important than a few hundred rare crystals.
But they're rare crystals. If you don't buy them now, they'll be gone forever.
I'm producing 5 rare crystals a month. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, but those aren't the rare crystals that are being sold right now, and if you don't buy them within the next month, they'll never be sold again. Are you really gonna give up that?
Council agenda ready.
Oh, I'm so close to achieving world goals now. God, more things to make.
One of those.
Oh, and now someone sold a whole bunch of alloys. Great, and bought a whole bunch of minerals.
This is our favorite alloy.
Stop buying the things I'm buying and selling the things I'm selling. Please.
No. Go away, Ryan, then.
That's you told, Ryan.
I gladly come take over your land and give it to Hobo.
Construction completed.
He complains less about it than you do.
The best part is I don't accept his people, so his people would probably just refugee right back in your land.
Oh, no. They would not come back to me. They would be exterminated.
God.
Because what I do with people that are non-robot, I turn into slavery, which becomes, it's called energy. And then they just...
Yeah.
Soil and green manufacturing at its best.
You can't just say that on stream. They're not that word. They're unpaid interns.
Sure. They get not... They're not fed, they're not paid. They work for the energy fabrics.
That is just every intern.
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, it is literally what's it called? It's literally a matrix situation that they do to humans, to organics.
What, most internships? It sounds like it.
See, Flanker, I'm protecting your stream, making sure it's PG-13.
I suppose one of us has to.
Yeah, I was going to say, Flanker never does, so... Or rather, he's given up on it at this point.
I mean, that is fair. I haven't had the honk button pressed at me in a while.
when Cookie was at war, I was making a whole lot of money because I was selling like 50. Because I'm selling 60 alloys on the market a month. But now that everyone doesn't need a whole bunch of alloys, I'm not making as much money from selling my alloys.
My weapons aren't needed anymore, so I'm poor.
Yes. Pretty much how it's working.
I also realized something with that terraformer. They don't need to stay there and terraform, so genuinely if you had 30,000 energy credits, you could just terraform 3 places instantaneously. Start the terraform process for 3 places instantaneously.
Yeah, I bought him in my single player game, but I'm not sure I want to use him because I'm ascending all of my planets right now, and then I would just I should probably use him just to get the terraforming started.
Yeah, especially if it's a barren world. It's 9,000 days, no.
It's only... Wait, is it only 900 days, did you say?
9,000.
9,000, okay.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Oh, that's a lot of days. That's like 25 years-ish.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Oh, and Flanker, by the way, the Helldivers download is actually only 20 gig.
Oh, is it really? Sorry, no, it's 70 gig installed. It told me it was 70 gig when I did it, so I... Good to know,
Well,
mate.
Steam does that little tricksy thing nowadays, doesn't it? Where it shows you the 2 numbers of download size and the hard drive space required size. So it's easy to miss which is which.
Totally
But
fair.
yeah, I should have realised because I had my speed cap to like 4 megabytes and it was still only saying an hour and 20 minutes. But I just looked closely and realised that it is just a 20 gig download.
Nice.
So mine will be ready with plenty of time to spare.
Ship upgrades applied.
Just 20 gigs.
Yeah, 20 gigs, especially these days, is nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty average. Honestly, with the amount of stuff in that game, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
it's
although
only
bear in
20
mind
gigs.
that is the download. Like once it's unpacked and everything, it's more like 70. So
Yes, 70.3, I think, once it's unpacked.
Actually packing your games? What is this? Never heard of developers doing such a thing.
I imagine Steam insists on it to cut down on their costs.
Nah, the gamers have all have SSDs now. Why do we need to compress our game? Just give them the 250 gigabyte download. It'll be fine. I wasn't sure if Flanker
Why
would
do
pick up
we
on that.
have Galactic recycling initiatives up? I would have rather something else.
I wasn't sure if Flanker would pick up on that from the time Warzone, the original Warzone, was like 300 or 400 gigs and would come up with a like 150 gig patch on the regular.
Yeah, it was kind of ridiculous.
Something back in my day.
I'm sitting looking at 16 terabytes worth of drives that I need to install. I'm just on my list of things to do that I've just not had a chance to do yet.
In before PCIe lane issues.
Yeah, really though.
Have you considered just using 2 computers?
Honestly, that's significantly less convenient and also adds a whole other layer of challenges.
Well, when your computer starts flopping about, just remember.
Just remember that doggo said I told you so.
Yeah, I am seriously considering upgrading to Threadripper at some point. But
Well, that's building another PC for you to break, so maybe not.
I'd like to point out there are 14 people in our community that use PCs I've built every day. It's only my one that's ever the issue, and I know why, because I use mine to test stuff.
You keep pointing that out, but I never actually see these PCs.
Oh. You've seen Morass and Sirkane's PCs.
I think
Maybe.
he's saying,
on stream.
I think he's subtly requesting you to build him one.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, I mean, why on earth would I do that?
Right.
They're bad enough when I build them. I don't need them to be even worse. I pay the professionals at PC Specialists to do mine, and even they do a better job than Flanker.
Did you get on okay with PC Specialist?
Yeah, I did. We're going back like 7 or 8 years now, though. So I think there was a minor issue where the overclock wiped itself or something. Oh no, I kept having an issue where it would restart or something. And they basically just said reinstall Windows. I was like, oh wow, what a genius idea. I didn't do it though. I just put up with the issues. But then I finally put that hard drive in. And I think I've had the issue again since then, so...
Research concluded.
Oh, speaking of issues, Flanky, now everything you send me has issues.
No. I'm not
Ship
sure
upgrades applied.
That mouse you gave me, the Logitech one that I love. I was trying to go back to mine, and it was having an issue, so I thought, oh, I'll use the one Flanker gave me, and it has exactly the same issue.
That would indicate it's software rather than hardware.
That's what I thought, but I googled it, and the only results I got was people saying they, after like Logitech tried the usual support issues, they ended up sending them a new one, and that fixed it. So
I would just contact Logitech then, mate, because I think that one is your favourite mouse type, wasn't it? I literally gifted you one. Yeah.
And the thing I noticed as well is it is actually like different in the sense that the cable isn't braided anymore, and it's got a different logo on it, so it's significantly newer.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
I thought they'd stop making them, but it turns out not only are they making them, they've updated it as well.
The one you got was one of 2 Amazon had in stock. So it's like, while I see those and I know that Russ uses them, I will grab one of those.
And he is very grateful.
Because they stopped making the M510 as well, which is a freaking awesome work mouse. If you travel with a laptop and like full-size mice. And I've got about 8 of them. They've brought them back. They started making them again now, but there was a while. It was a dark time. I used to issue those to everyone I work for. Because they run on AA batteries. You can put them rechargeable ones in there. They weigh a bit, and but they are built like tanks, and the AA batteries they come with tend to last about 2 years.
It is kind of crazy how long Logitech batteries, mice with normal batteries tend to last.
Definitely.
It's because the draw is so low. It's like, what, 50 milliamps
Yeah,
maximum?
Like,
yeah.
You put them in and then you forget how long they've been in because it's been so many years, and then you get something like a fancy Razer gaming mouse and you have to charge it every 12 hours.
It's the RGB.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it's
going to say
just
that. Like,
insane.
I'm sitting here using a AirOps 5 wireless, which I started using for a review, and I've never gone back to my other Logi mouse. And it's a fantastic mouse.
Is it the super like hollow one?
Yes, yeah, it is. It's really
Same
good.
as the one I'm using, or similar? Because mine's an AirOps.
Yeah, I think was yours the AirOps 3 or 7? I can't remember.
7 rings a bell.
So yeah, because it was the MMO one, the version that I think.
With all the clicky, all the buttons on the side. I've noticed with that I kind of got annoyed. The battery was much better than the Razer, but it was still annoying, so I turned off the RGB.
I bought a Razer for all of 2 months, and then it started to double click, so I went right back to Logitech, and it hasn't failed me yet.
Wow, it lasted 2 months. That's pretty impressive by Razer standards.
I will say, like, Razer's stuff is... Razer have definitely positioned themselves, and I think Elgato have too, on the Corsair side, as like the Apple of gaming stuff. Because actually, most of their stuff is reasonably good, but they charge a significant premium.
Logitech?
No, Razer and Elgato.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen, like, in Asda, they have like this Razer mouse keyboard bundle, but it's like £40. However, it is literally the lowest possible quality thing. It's like basic membrane keyboard, basic mouse, and no features at all.
Yeah, it's because Asda also do their own brand. And I can't remember what it's called. Hang on,
Black Web, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so like, I think as a grocer, they're never gonna do like good, better, best. But they are, you're paying for it saying Razer on it, and having. I'm not even sure it's RGB, isn't it? Just green.
Yeah, it's just green.
Yeah,
I think on
the Elgato V3X, which isn't a bad keyboard, but it's not. Like, you really have to like green, is what I'm gonna say. Because it doesn't have media keys on it. But it's a fine membrane keyboard. Like, it's not.
That would really annoy me, because when I see a color on a box or something for PC hardware, doesn't matter what the color is, I just assume it means it's RGB. So I buy it and then discover it's LGB.
It says it is RGB, the Ornata V3. It is not just green. It's every product photo I could find was green. But yeah, it's just if it didn't have RGB, that would be £5 to £10 of anyone's money. And you're paying for that and a wrist rest, and I am not personally a fan of Razer's wrist rests. I prefer I use a Fellows gel wrist rest, because those wrist rests aren't actually supporting your hand at a higher position than it would otherwise be. But
yeah, I like the gel ones.
They were quite good.
5 minutes baby Imaflanker.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like like Razer have brought out some interesting products, like some genuinely interesting products that I felt have been a bit let down by the software side of things, and also some that I'm not sure who they're for.
We are
I've
being
got
hailed.
a review that I'd need to publish at some point of their glass mouse mat, and I don't know who the market is for a glass mouse mat the size theirs is, because it's not big enough to put your laptop on it and use it as a glass mouse mat, but it's too big to just sit next to a laptop on a normal size desk without taking up the whole desk. It's a nice enough surface. It's just like, I'm not sure who they made it for. It's just odd.
Must be one of those things where they've made it for themselves because that's the space they have.
Yeah, quite possibly. Like, it's a nicely made thing. It's £100, which is a lot for a tempered glass mouse mat. But I get it. Like, by the time you've done if it's a fairly small addressable market. But I don't know whether it's, it may just be me, but we've had 2 people use them so far that have both said they're really nice to use, but one of them took them 2 hours.
We are being
got annoyed
hailed.
with it and handed it back. Because it was great as a surface, but it took up too much space. And like, I use a high sensitivity mouse, but my desk is covered in stuff. I only have about maybe 10 inches by 8 inches for my mouse. Which I appreciate is an extreme position. But I use a massive mouse pad under my whole desk setup. So it seems a bit, So I'm not sure who has a desk big enough for that, but small enough like that they wouldn't want to put their keyboard on it as well, or wouldn't want to set it up slightly differently.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Going to war with conquering hive minds. You don't get any of the pops. I've conquered 2 planets from hive mind over the course of this game, and both of them had a bajillion pops on them, except for the fact that they're hive mind pops and I can't have them.
I think if the hive mind is actually destroyed, some pops may remain and become a new species.
Oh, cool.
But until that happens, you can't keep them. And even when the ones that survive, there's not going to be very many.
Adapt or die.
I will say the Razer thing that I have had that's been absolutely bulletproof, that I've bought quite a few more of, but still are expensive, is their eGPU enclosures. I think
I've always heard good things about those.
Yeah, they are pretty solid because they're very simple. Like this.
Yeah, fundamentally, they don't do a lot.
But there's one member of our community that's using 2 people in our
Council
community that are
agenda
using nuts
available.
with those at the moment for gaming.
Yeah, an organization of gamers at the university I'm at, they have a NUC because they have their limited storage space, and it's like that's the gaming PC for the whole lot.
That's pretty cool.
It's the Hades Canyon Intel one with the AMD GPU.
They were really cool. They were just expensive.
Yeah.
Nux started off as being, because I used to deploy them for what's it called, digital signage and stuff, because they were cheap and you could attach them to the back of the TV. It was cheaper than running the high spec HDMI back to a server rack. And then they started making the different form factor ones, which I thought that the gaming ones always looked really cool, but they were just very expensive for what they were. But if you wanted a PC that was that size, they were the best thing you could get. But
yeah, this particular one, because the AMD GPU, it's like a 20 or 24 compute unit Vega based one, which at the time it was like the fastest integrated there's ever been.
Yeah.
In 2018, it was like a 1050 Ti roughly. It could run VR and everything.
So cool.
And that's why we picked that one, because it was in CEX for like 350.
Oh, at that price, that's an absolute friggin' steal. I would buy it too.
Even now, Intel's newest line of NUCs only just matches it with their ARC-based stuff in a chassis 5 times the size, because it's an actual ITX PC.
Yeah. They're such cool bits of tech. It's one of the coolest projects. Hasn't Intel sold their NUC arm to ASUS now?
Yeah, I think they gave up on it.
I think they could. They would say they focused their business on their core competencies. But yeah, I did.
Like, they mean their core incompetency of making a worse naming scheme.
Hey, look, like, they're in the tech sector where USB 3.12x2 is a name, and HDMI...
Not anymore. It's all through USB 3.2. There's no 3.1 or 3.0 anymore.
Oh, I forgot that, yeah. Like, the tech naming is just so terrible. They need to stop letting either marketers or engineers name products.
I'm surprised they allowed it to be called USB 4.
Yeah. Right, oh, we are at time, and so if everyone wants to take the last actions, I'll pause and save up, and then we're going to switch over to Golf with Your Friends, which everyone's welcome to join. With collisions on, the lobby for that is up now, I think.
I have created my economy, yay!
The only thing I'm slightly negative on is consumer goods, because I'm staffing all of my medical facilities.
Oh, I thought you were also slightly negative on any changes Paradox make to any of their games as well, but...
Well, sorry that I'm
Love you,
objectively
hobo.
correct in this, sir.
Welcome, Brian.
Back in my day!
The super secret password, by the way, for Golf with Your Friends is 12345.
There should have been a Stellaris 2 and an EU5 by now, that's all I'm saying.
But then you would have complained how Stellaris 2 didn't have everything Stellaris 1 had in it.
Well, you know, if they didn't continue to add stuff to Stellaris...
Putting all the old
Evasive
features in their new
maneuvers.
game? Have you not seen any of their new releases?
I know, they're finally taking 3 years to add something that they took 3 years to add into their previous game.
Because, and here's a secret from someone that runs development, it takes 3 years.
Especially when their development team is like 5 people per game.
Paradox have fairly chunky development teams, to be fair to them. But their business, like Paradox, everyone that's been here for a while has only said this a few times, I think Paradox have the best business model in gaming in general. Because they fund
it's kind of
constant
annoying,
development.
but it isn't annoying enough to be bad.
Are we all saved up?
Yep, we are
I'm
all
saved up.
saved.
Cool. Hey, I've surpassed Corbin again in political power.
Yep.
City Skylines 2 isn't a flop, it's just that it was pushed out before the end of the quarter, at a time when, to be completely fair, the gaming industry is about to see a absolute bloodbath in jobs, not necessarily to do with games, but because private equity firms are no longer handing out money like it's free because of interest rate rises. So unless your game is a sure thing or already at the point of release, you are in trouble. And
Vikas, sorry to interrupt. I will join for golf. I'm just going to the bathroom quickly, but
yep,
I'll
no worries.
be right back.
I gotta get going and go.
See you guys.
You.
Yeah, I'll get going and go shopping soon.
I am not possessing of the funny golf game.
I'm gonna be heading off.
Well,
if anyone else
picking it up, it is normally pennies on there. Hang on, let me actually check that.
And then you can knock Flanker off the map right when he's about to get a hole-in-one.
It is currently a grand total of £3. Although I might already have a game key if you wanted to join. Hang on. Giveaways. I need to put food away. Yeah, no worries. We're in no rush. I also need to put music on because I am well prepared. Also, for those watching on YouTube, this stream will be ending. There'll be another one